Today's update on Pi Network is not your typical crypto snooze fest. It's a wild ride through delays, identity verifications, and the uncanny logic behind missing mainnet launches. Grab your digital wallet and prepare for a journey that's as unpredictable as the markets themselves. Welcome to Zaki Crypto Update, the channel that transforms crypto chaos into a captivating narrative. I'm Zaki, your guide in this digital labyrinth, where every twist in the blockchain saga has a story to tell. Today, we're peeling back the layers on Pi Network's latest development, an extension of its grace period until February 28, 2025. While the Pi core team insists this change won't stall the Open Mainnet, the burning question remains: if KYC isn't holding back the launch, what in the decentralized world is it? Stick around as we unravel this enigma, debunk myths, and sprinkle in some unapologetically bold opinions on where the project stands, and where it might be headed. Whether you're a veteran pioneer or a crypto newbie, by the end of this update you'll not only understand the KYC conundrum but also have a few laughs along the way. And yes, there's a twist that might just leave you rethinking everything you knew about crypto transparency. Let's break it down. Pi Network recently announced the extension of its grace period, a move that sends ripples through the community. Now, the extension is meant to assure us that the Open Mainnet rollout is still on track despite delays in identity verification. But here's where it gets puzzling. If the Open Mainnet isn't dependent on KYC, the process designed to verify user identities and ensure fair distribution of Pi tokens, then why are we still caught in this loop of endless deadlines? In many circles, KYC is seen as the necessary evil of the crypto world. It protects against fraud, keeps bots at bay, and ensures that the network remains accessible only to genuine users. Yet, a growing faction within the Pi community argues that linking KYC so rigidly to the mainnet launch might be less about security and more about controlling the pace of adoption. Imagine if we could launch first and let users complete verification later. Verified users could jump in immediately, while those still in the process would be gently nudged along, a two-tiered system that might actually energize the network rather than stifle it. Critics wonder if this is a masterstroke of regulatory caution or a stalling tactic. The crypto landscape is no stranger to regulatory scrutiny, and launching a network without a rock-solid KYC process might invite legal troubles from multiple jurisdictions. But here's a zany twist. Could it be that the delays are more about maintaining an exclusive club of verified users, ensuring that early adopters aren't overshadowed by a flood of unverified accounts? Some pioneers even argue that the enforced KYC is an elaborate ruse to prolong the in-app ecosystem, which, let's face it, is already generating revenue through those pesky ads that many find more annoying than enlightening. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the digital room: fair distribution of tokens. One of Pi Network's core promises is that tokens are meant to be distributed fairly among real human beings, not bot armies. If the Open Mainnet were to debut while a significant chunk of users is still in the KYC pipeline, those who have already been verified might end up reaping disproportionate benefits. This imbalance could create a rift in the community, a two-tier system where early adopters enjoy full access while others face delays or limitations. The Pi core team claims that synchronized verification is key to maintaining fairness, but for many, it feels like a convenient way to control the narrative. There's another layer to this saga: the development of the Pi ecosystem itself. Despite its impressive user base, the ecosystem remains in a nascent state, with many decentralized applications, dApps, still in the experimental phase. Launching the Open Mainnet in such a stage might expose the network to technical glitches, poor scalability, and a less than ideal user experience. By delaying the mainnet, the team could be buying time to bolster infrastructure, expand partnerships, and refine user interfaces. However, this strategy comes with its own set of risks, primarily the potential for endless delays that test the community's patience beyond reasonable limits. And then, there's the curious matter of monetization. While many platforms have long diversified revenue models, Pi Network appears to lean heavily on in-app advertisements. Some insiders speculate that the delay might be a deliberate strategy to extend this revenue stream until the team finalizes a robust economic model for the Open Mainnet. For some, this feels like an admission that the project is still finding its footing, raising the question: is the focus on long-term sustainability or simply on short-term gains? Interwoven in this narrative is the palpable frustration among community members. Optimists maintain that the delays are a necessary safeguard, a way to ensure that when the mainnet finally launches, it's as bulletproof as possible. They argue that it's better to wait for perfection than to risk a half-baked product that could tarnish the project's credibility. Conversely, Skeptics see these delays as symptomatic of deeper issues, a lack of transparency, repeated missed deadlines, and a growing disconnect between lofty promises and actual progress. Crypto opinions abound, and here's mine. While caution is understandable in an environment as volatile as crypto, there's an inherent danger in overregulation and over-engineering. Pi network strategy, if it truly hinges on delaying until every single parameter is optimized, could set a precedent where innovation is stifled by bureaucracy. In my view, a measured risk, launching with phased KYC, for instance, might be a more dynamic approach. It's like deciding whether to launch a spaceship only after every bolt is tightened versus launching and then fine-tuning the controls mid-flight. Sometimes, the willingness to embrace a bit of chaos is what drives progress. Before we proceed further, let me drop a quick crypto disclaimer. The opinions expressed here are for entertainment and informational purposes only and do not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before diving into any crypto venture. If you're as fascinated by this crypto conundrum as I am, hit that like button and subscribe. Your support fuels the deep dives we take into the wild world of digital currencies, and I promise, you won't want to miss what's coming next. As we edge closer to February 2025, all eyes remain fixed on whether Pi Network will stick to its timeline or continue to extend its grace period indefinitely. Will regulatory hurdles, security concerns, and ecosystem readiness eventually align, or will we witness another twist in the tale of delayed decentralization? The coming months are bound to be riveting, as each new development either validates the cautious optimism of the team or fuels the skepticism of a community tired of waiting. Reflect on this. Nearly 3 years have passed since the initial promise of an open mainnet back in 2022. That prolonged waiting period has done little to soothe anxious pioneers. Every extension, every ambiguous statement from the Pi core team, chips away at the trust that once buoyed the project. Some community voices now question whether the promised Q1 2025 launch is a genuine target or just another milestone to be postponed. The uncertainty is palpable, and every new deadline announcement is met with both hope and exasperation. In the broader crypto landscape, delays and technical hiccups aren't unusual. Yet, Pi Network's journey has been marked by a series of almost launches that leave more questions than answers. What exactly is the main bottleneck? Is it regulatory compliance, technical infrastructure, or an emerging monetization strategy that is yet to be fully revealed? While the team remains tight-lipped about the specifics, it's clear that this project is at a crossroads, one that could redefine the future of mobile cryptocurrency mining if navigated correctly. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps shape our future updates, and who knows, your question might be the spark that ignites the next big breakthrough in our community discussion. As we close this chapter on Pi Network's delay saga, I want to express my genuine appreciation for every pioneer who has stuck around despite the uncertainty. Your resilience is the heartbeat of this community, and every challenge is just another opportunity for growth and innovation. If today's update sparked your curiosity, don't let the conversation end here. Dive into our other videos for more in-depth analysis, quirky crypto opinions, and the unfiltered truth behind today's headlines. Thanks for watching Zaki Crypto Update. Until next time, keep questioning, keep innovating, and remember, in the ever-evolving world of cryptocurrency, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.